How are you guys doing? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Shweta Vijay, and today I just wanted to do a life update kind of a video. It's been a while since I've chatted with you guys and played with some makeup. I have gone to Instagram and I have asked my Instagram extended family to just, ask me a few questions. So this is going to be like on the go. So I'm just going to put a serum on my face. Video is not sponsored, guys. So this is the body lotion from Earthy. Yeah, I think it's Earthy. This is the goodness of almond and saffron, and apparently this is a brand from Kerala. Look at this packaging. A pretty good moisturizer, I have to say. It's not too thick, but it does hydrate. The fragrance is there in this. So let me just prep my hair. So this is the VO5 Heat Protect Spray. I have spoken about this in my Boots haul, what to buy if you are visiting Boots in the UK. My favorite, this is the Earth Rhythm Lip Mask. You can even apply this over your lipstick if you are not a gloss person, because this is not sticky and tacky. So how are you guys doing? How's it going? How are things back home? The situation is extremely difficult, but things are improving a little bit post-lockdown. This is Face Guard SPF 50. I have my top sunscreen video coming up, you guys. I am listening. I'm hearing you, but it just melts away so well. I'm just gonna apply that on my décolletage area only because I'll be stepping out. I'm going out with Giri. And back of your hand, because that's very, very important. Oh, look at that white hair. So I was contemplating of just, growing my white hair and just I'm so fed up of coloring my hair, so that's how I'm feeling right now. Could change my mind later. I have been getting a lot of heat on my channel from some strange amount of people who, don't get me wrong, a lot of positive comments, a lot. I mean, it's so nice because the inspirational, beautiful, positive comments, overpowers the negativity, but it's still there. So I can just imagine. And the negativity is not only based on my work, it's based on my looks. Or, she looks tired, or, she looks like a mom. What kind of a comment is that? What is look like a mom supposed to be? Is that an insult? I've heard you look at her skin for a very, very long time. It's come to a point I'm like, yeah, look at my skin, so what? Move the F on. But right now it is like, oh, she looks tired. Okay, why is she looking tired 24/7? Because I am a mom. My girl is still 14 months, okay? It's only a person who raises children would understand how difficult that one is. It's really, really difficult. Even backhanded compliments like, oh, you look good for a mother. What's that supposed to mean? What do you mean you look good for a mother? I mean, seriously, that's so messed up. I'm starting off with the concealer. This is in the shade Neutral Buff. NYX Can't Stop, Won't Stop. What a concealer, man. Now it's available at Nykaa, so check it out. I'm just going to take that Wise She sponge. Super, super soft, beautiful sponge. And I'm just going to dab that gently. I have been applying a lot more concealer than foundation. Surprise, surprise. Oh my God, already a lot of questions. Okay, it's just been 20 minutes, you guys. And I can see that there's a lot of questions in regards to how I'm doing and how has it been since I've come back to UK. Miss_Chieftain said, has the shift to London from Kerala affected Nirvana, weather and stuff? Tertia Pillai. Okay, so how has the adjustment been with moving back to the UK and you, Giri, living together after so long? _giggle.mug_ says, how's your amma? Is Nirvana missing her amma? How did you manage the long distance relationship? And there's another message. I saw your update on YouTube community post in regards to how you're not able to produce videos and you're being demotivated. And there's a self of displacement. Can you talk about that a lot more? Okay. I think last month I was not able to, make videos. I had, creative block. So I felt really demotivated. And number one was because the comments that was coming my way found me boring because I was talking a lot more about Nirvana. I mean, I would talk about Nirvana, won't I? Because you all know the struggle that I had to go through to have a baby. And then when finally you have that baby, you just want to celebrate it with the people who were part of your journey and who was anxious enough for me to get pregnant. You all were. You all saw my struggles. And IVF is not an easy thing. It brings about so much of change in your body. It brings about a change in the way you look and the way you think. And not many people talk about this, that post-IVF, many mothers go through even worse depression. Anyway, there is this postpartum depression that you experience after you give birth. But with IVF mothers, I've heard that it's a little more because the stress that they underwent during the process of getting pregnant, you know, those injections, that progesterone and everything that's pumped into you, you know, it's slowly leaving your body and your body's trying to get back into clock. And second of all, the mental trauma that if it doesn't work, if it doesn't work, if it doesn't work, what is going to happen if it doesn't work? That itself puts you into a funk. Don't get me wrong and don't think that I'm being very ungrateful. I'm extremely happy to be back. Okay, this was something that I've been wanting for a long time when I got stuck back home. My husband was not able to see me. He was not able to be there. You know, when I was pregnant, he wasn't able to extend any sort of help and concern and care for me. And then even after the baby, when you need your partner, he wasn't there. And it wasn't his fault. We made a conscious decision together that one of us should take care of Jin. Okay, and Jin is my baby. Okay, no one will understand this excepting for a pet parent. Second of all, he's part of NHS. They were required and they were not actually getting the leave to get there. And then lockdown happened and there was a travel ban. And there was so much that was being said on the net, like, have you gotten a divorce or has your husband left you? I've had close friends who actually spoke so badly about me and my husband, like, you know, you deserve this, or, you know, it is karma. And, you know, I've had so many fallouts that took place. But all that put together, when I got here, I was so happy at first, but there was this sense of displacement. It was, what can I say? It was like going back to the grind of just, you know, getting married. You know, that newlywed feeling came to me. So there was that excitement, like, you know, oh my God, I'm starting everything from scratch. And I had left my work, I had left my friends, and I wasn't in touch with them for 2 years that I was stuck. 2 years basically. I'm not going to even say 1.5. June 2019 is when I left UK. Wow, I'm so happy to see both of them together. The way she has warmed up to Giri was as if there was no time that went through. You know, it was technology really helped us, you know, that FaceTime and that WhatsApp video calls, which I thought was not going to do anything, but babies are amazing. They're very, very intelligent. They recognize faces a lot more than we give them credit for. Okay, so as soon as she saw him, she was studying him, and that I still haven't put up that vlog as of yet, you know, because I don't know why, but when she saw him at the airport, she was studying him. She was like, I've seen you somewhere. And that moment was the most surreal, most beautiful moment in my life, which I'll never ever forget. And I'm so glad that I filmed it for all of you, because more than for you, it was like a memory for me, something that I can always keep looking at, okay? Or I will always cherish it. Another beautiful moment was when Jin and Nirvana met for the first time. And when I met Jin, she was a little confused of what was happening, okay? She didn't understand the scenario because she was anyways thinking, and she had sort of like, she was going through a memory loss as well. But when she saw Nirvana, and after I spent some time with her, she could recognize me, and it was as if, I don't want to cry, but such a good girl, such a good girl. She waited, you guys, she waited for me to come home. And dogs are special, magical creatures. That's all I can say, you know, because just imagine, for the last 6 months, she was in such a critical stage. And I was so afraid that she was going to leave me before I could even enter UK. But she held on. I got 10 days with her before she decided to leave. And in those 10 days, she was, you know, sinking even worse. It was like she was ready to let go. It's so sad to see them sink that way, guys. You know, God's distribution, age distribution is just unfair. Long story short, she left us on the 18th. bloody hell, I didn't want to cry, but this is so super difficult, man. Yeah, she's no longer with us, and I always wanted Nirvana to be raised with a pet. Okay, pet just makes children a better person. Her, with Nirvana, she could not enjoy time with Jin, and she was so good with Jin. Whatever she was eating, she was putting it into Jin's mouth, and she was so brave. Okay, so I'm just taking K Beauty. This is the Matte Compact 130 N Medium. I'm just gonna dab that under my eyes and set the concealer. What I'm trying to tell you is it's all good right now. I'm still getting used to the fact that I'm back home. I miss my mother so much. I really do. When you spend so much of time with the person, because she's been there throughout my journey, while I was pregnant to the time I delivered, and then post that, she was a pillar of rock and strength. You know, I couldn't have made it without her. Okay, she took care of everything, that I was able to even do YouTube videos, you guys. You know, I didn't have my lightings, I didn't have my proper camera, just propped. Half the time I was just doing it on my mobile. You know, there were so many difficulties because we were just in the middle of lockdown, and I knew I had to survive on YouTube because the competition was so high, and you know, out of sight is out of mind. I've understood that on YouTube. Okay, you could be as good as, you could be amazing, your craft wise, but when you're not there, people tend to forget you very easily. So that's the sad part. And there are so many unbelievable talents coming up, younger people coming up, that the older YouTubers are getting forgotten, you know. And with YouTube changing right now, shorts and this and that, God knows what all is coming up right now. You know, YouTube has become another TikTok app. People who are just doing shorts are growing. They are not even doing a proper educational content. It is just basically a TikTok, a reel kind of videos, and they are growing in numbers. So I definitely didn't want to be lost in that pool of talent. And then when coming here, I'm doing everything by myself all over again, because Giri's work is very, very demanding. You know, being a dentist right now with the times and the situation, he leaves at around 7:30 and he comes back at around 6:37. And all day I have to take care of her. And she's in that stage where she started walking. So I have to always be attentive. You cannot tell her what to do. I'm just taking this K Beauty banana powder. And I know she's like all of your favorite. You're like always looking forward to seeing Nirvana on videos, pictures of Nirvana. I mean, the love that she gets from the net, from my family, online family, it's unbelievable. But Madam is, you know, she's got a little bit of an edge. I'm just telling you that. I get to film during the weekends. My work has slowed down from what it was back in India. I have noticed all of that. I have to now contact people out here. I have to start networking out here. And I'm not in a mood to do that. And the biggest thing is because of COVID situation, everyone in England is like walking around as if there was no COVID at all. And even between Giri and I, at first couple of weeks, it was so awkward, you guys. It was like I said, as if we just got married. That 2 years ka break did so much of you know, it created that distance, because emotionally and physically we were not together. So it's basically starting from scratch, you know, trying to understand. And I've come back with a child. Okay, so all the more the attention is on her and the attention is not on him and me. Yeah, it took a long time to answer all 3 questions. It's all coming back to normal. I'm hoping, I'm being very positive that I'll be able to be in a much better frame of mind. Thank you so much for all your support. Every day I get messages, how you doing? Up till the age of 5, it is very important for you to ask a mother how she's doing. So when she's carrying, everyone is paying attention to the mother. But after she gives birth, no one pays attention to the mother. It's always the baby. Always the baby. And that's happened to the best of us. Even to our friends who turned into new mums, we forgot to check on them every now and then. How are you doing? Because I'm telling you, it's even more difficult after you give birth, because no one prepares you for that. everyone is already preparing you for those 9 months. Books, this, that, what to do, what not to do, what to expect when you're expecting. But no one will tell you what to expect post-pregnancy, and you're like, oh my God, and no one checks on you because everyone's like, oh my God, baby, so cute, and even if you're like tired, or if you feel like days when you just don't want to even carry the baby and you're like so overwhelmed, and they're like, you're so ungrateful. There are mothers out there who are struggling and you can't even take care of your child. I've heard it all. So saying that, let's move on to some light-hearted question because बहुत serious हो गया यहाँ पे. So Ruchita has asked, how has your YouTube and Insta journey been, ups and downs, and what all you've learned? So far, like I said, when I was in India, it was great. There was growth, and for the last 3 months, I have dipped growth-wise. I got to know that 40% of people watching my videos have not subscribed. They're just silently watching. I'm going to put my eyeshadow while I answer this. This is the Tati Beauty palette. Absolutely love it. Love her or hate her, guys. I don't know what your opinion about her is, but what a palette, man. She has nailed it over here. And there is this Insta store called Cosmetic Club in India. It's an Insta store. I already mentioned that, but all of my international products I get from them, including skincare, Ordinary, the Inky List. So check that one out. I shall put that in the information bar. A month before leaving India, when I was not doing any video because I was so busy with the processing and visa and getting our passports ready, tickets, last minute ticket, because just imagine 5th I left and 7th onwards lockdown started, and restrictions started, travel ban. So I went right in the nick of time, but I was not able to concentrate making videos, and I really thought I would film a lot before coming here so that I could just work on those videos. Even that was impossible. Everybody was only interested in that 30-second video. What can you educate? My videos are all about informative, educational videos. What can I do? How do I fit in? How do I survive? How do I make it? That is what the public wants to see right now. They don't want to see anything makeup oriented, skincare oriented, and I understand that because, guys, situation is so grave back home, job wise, money wise, financially. People are not able to hoard up or buy things right now. I would say 60% of my audience is demographic wise, it's from India, and I've got the other half from US and UK. So when I do things from the UK, my Indian audience is like, but Chechi, we don't get that here. So I'm in such a vulnerable situation right now that I'm just seeing everyone grow. I think I'm tired of saying that the USP of my channel has always been not being in the competitive spirit of showing my numbers, because I have shown my numbers before and I still did not grow. But I started growing when I didn't disclose my number. I was doing fine in India. Now suddenly in the last 1 month, it is like, show me your number, show me your number, show me your number. So that means you're not there for me. But let me just tell you how I am when I like somebody on YouTube or on Instagram, irrespective of numbers. And I know there are many small micro influencers out there who can vouch for this, that if I like your work, I'm following you, I'm sharing it, and I'm letting the world know why you are amazing. That's how I am. So when I hear people who watch my video and they actually thank me for the informative video that I have made, but end by saying, I will subscribe once I see your number, it really hurts me. And I don't even argue with that. Now I stopped arguing. It is like, you want to, you don't want to, now it's completely your call. What can I do? I have been here for such a long time. I'm still stuck in that, 2,05,500 people. And it's okay. I mean, I know that I'll be stuck there like that for a long time because majority of people still want to only see my numbers. But I don't want to, because what's going to happen is I will go back to what I was 2.5 years ago, where I showed my number and it was affecting me mentally so much when I didn't see the number grow. Just elongate it like as if you're making a wing. And then right here on the crease line. Don't worry, guys. I know. You're like, what is she doing? Especially any professional makeup artist out there, they're like, Talking about professional makeup artists, my God, there are so many beautiful makeup talents on Instagram. And now when I see these young Indian content creators doing it, I'm like blown away by the talent. Oh my God. I'm still stuck in time, you guys. I still want to know what's in your bag. I still want to know, what's the new makeup haul? What's the new skincare haul? I still want to know how to do your eyes, how to do your lips, I'm still interested in that. I still want to see a fashion haul. Considering the amount of talent coming up, I'm just trying to survive, if I have to put it out there, honestly. I'm taking this very light eyeshadow, so it looks like a spotlight kind of a thing. And since I'm going out today, that is why I don't want to go extra dramatic with my eye makeup, because I'm only going to IKEA, and then I'm also going to, yeah, I said that right. It is IKEA. Okay, so, and then I'm just going to go to Tesco. So I'm just going to do my eyebrows quickly. So just taking the micro brow from NYX, add a few strokes out here. The reason I'm doing my makeup quickly is that I can just sit then properly and answer the rest of the questions. So I'm just setting this with the NYX Control Freak. So I'm just taking Shambo. This is Extreme Eyes Black is Black. I'm just going to apply that right on the outer corner. Alrighty, mascara done. Let's take a few questions, shall we? Can you do a video on products to use during pregnancy? Now, I get asked a lot of questions where pregnancy-related skincare is concerned and routine, and definitely I will, but I need to tread very carefully in this subject, because when it comes to pregnancy, you really cannot go by YouTube or Instagram, any content creators. I mean, that's why I really need to be very, very careful in what I recommend, because even if it worked for me during my pregnancy, it not necessarily has to work for you. So definitely will do it. Just give me some time. Changes after being a mom. Wow. What can I say? It's very, very tough for me to pinpoint just one change, but definitely I think it has mellowed me down. It has calmed me down. It has taught me a lot of patience. It has taught me to let go of negativity a lot easier, because before that my mind used to hold on to anything negative in my life like a Rottweiler, and it used to really hurt me and hurt me and hurt me. But right now, first of all, I don't have time to think about what the other person is doing to me. Even if I get phone calls here and there and said, she said this or she said that and she's doing this, I'm like, so. And even if people go out of my life, in and out of my life, it is not affecting me as much, which it was never the case before. I have zero tolerance for nonsense, and I don't have time to even address it. Are you open to personal consultation, say 20-minute Zoom session for skincare? The thing is, I am just a skincare enthusiast. I'm not a doctor to do consultations. That's really wrong. If anybody who has not got a degree, who has not studied, if they do consultations, I don't think that's the right way of going about with it. I get questions so many times with regards to, can you do consultations where makeup classes are concerned? With makeup, I can somehow play around with it, because I can only show you what is working for me. I'm not a professional there as well to conduct, Zoom classes for makeup tutorials. I can do, everyday makeup. I can teach whatever skills I have, but it's very different with skincare, because skincare is very subjective. Imagine if I consult and I give you this recommendation just because it worked for me and it didn't for you. Oh my God, if you were in the UK or US, you would be able to sue me. So to answer you, Aishwarya, I wish I could. I wish I had the degree for it. Like my husband the other day, he was telling, if only you studied like this when you were in college, where you would have reached, So I was like, that is also true. So there's another question, how come you're so ideal? Don't understand that question, but thank you. I think if it's a compliment, I suppose it's a compliment. There's like 2 heart emojis. I'm just being myself, you guys, and I'm a little different in terms of sarcasm. I'm a very sarcastic person, and I'm a true Scorpio by heart. So I have to dial down the sarcasm. Once in a while, you will see my catty side when I do reviews, which I have to dial down because I don't want anyone to think that I'm being offensive. That's the only change. Otherwise, everything else, what you're seeing is what you see is what you get. How is London treating you and Nirvana? Are you planning to adopt a new pet since you lost yours? No, it's too soon for me to think of a pet. I am still grieving the loss of my baby, Jin, and my husband and I, especially Giri, because he became even more attached to her. Giri was obsessed with Jin. He became even more obsessed in this 2 years. It's a very traumatic experience, and I don't think I'm ready for it right now. Your thoughts on Dr. Vanita Ratan? I mean, there's nothing to think about. She's a professional who's doing her job. She's got her point of view that she's putting across, and sometimes it's different from my point of view, but many a times it's something that I agree on. She's wonderful. There's nothing to, put her down for. She did get in touch with me to review one of her products. I think it was the lip kit, and then we just did not. I mean, there was just no communication further on. I recently lost my dog to leukemia. How did you cope losing your best friend? I'm really, really sorry for your loss, Rashi. It's the most difficult thing to lose a pet. But the only thing that I can tell you is, just take time to grieve. Okay, and don't feel shy to grieve about it, because everyone's like, "Arey, it's just a dog," and that's the most annoying thing I've heard people say. No, they're not dogs. They are a family member, because the love is so unconditional, and because they're your shadow 24/7. They're just there by your side. Suddenly waking up one fine day and not seeing them, and not touching them, and not hearing them, and there's such a void. This is your journey, and this is your heart that's been broken. Take your time to grieve, and when you're ready, you can always adopt a new one. How is your experience with Clubhouse as of now? I've heard mixed experience about it. Let's do my makeup and talk about Clubhouse. Okay, I think this is the right time to continue the makeup. Now with Clubhouse, I have noticed that it's a new app. For anybody who doesn't know about Clubhouse, it's a new app that is gaining such popularity. Everybody and their mothers and fathers all are in Clubhouse. Okay, all the influencers, all the content creators, all brands, everybody is on Clubhouse. Now Clubhouse is a place where it's like a podcast, so you can hear your favorite speakers talk, and once in a while you can even interact with them. It is open for discussions. They talk about everything under the sun, from skincare, beauty, sex. There's a lot of discussions for people to learn. It's very, very educational. But there are some spaces, so there is room. So basically think of yourself in a house, and you're opening each door, and inside that room there's a discussion happening. So think of it like a WhatsApp group that is open to public, okay, between your friends, and you're just going into that conversation, into that room, and you're listening to it. And sometimes it's interactive. They will let you talk to the guest speakers. So it's a beautiful app. It can go beautifully. It's still too new for me to I'm just going to take the tinted lippy packet. This is in the shade Girl Gang, because Jovita and I wanted to start a podcast together. So we were thinking of a space that we could have a forum. Basically, we could start our podcast and discuss everything under the sun. So both of us got to know about Clubhouse, and we are thinking of starting a podcast there. So please stay tuned and follow us out there, so that whenever and it's just not going to be about makeup. It's going to be about life, about skincare, about what is happening in our society. So we just wanted to make a very intelligent podcast. And when we did the video together, where we wore our mother's saris, you guys loved our there was a camaraderie. You guys loved our vibe. I hate that word, but you just loved us together. And there were so many comments under our videos like, do a podcast together. So that is why we were thinking of doing so. But I've found rooms that are extremely negative, and negative in the sense that I never realized how much of a problem they have, certain sector of people have, with content creators, with people from Instagram, people from YouTube, people who dance, people who show their baby, show their family. They have such a problem with the way Instagram is right now. Understandable. Everyone has got their own opinion. But sometimes when you hear things like, oh, they are going to come to Clubhouse now, and this is also going to be another cheap Instagram reel, cheap TikTok. What is so cheap about people expressing? Yeah, just let people live. There's a thing called an unfollow button, and it is there for a reason. You don't like it, unfollow, and clean up your timeline. Like you said, it's a very mixed thing because sometimes it can get really dark and negative, and sometimes it's a lot more informative. So I'm still testing waters out here. The only problem with this is that you're not able to save the podcast. That's such a bummer, because it's always nice to save something that you can go back to, but this one just disappears, immediately. So I'm using the NYX Lip Lingerie it's a lip crayon in the shade Seductive. And I think I'll just wear a gloss. This is the Pat McGrath. Final check, I think I like that. No foundation, guys. Just a little bit of concealer, focused on the eye makeup, and Bub's your uncle. All right, so let's move on to the questions. Was your marriage love marriage or arranged? It was arranged. Okay, my mom arranged it. I know my mom and his parents played Cupid, but we finally met, and then I wanted to spend time with him, came to the UK, spent time, fell in love. There you go. How did you pack skincare, hair care for UK, since some Indian brands don't deliver? I did take cargo basically because I had a lot of things, especially for Nirvana. In my main luggage, I took all my skincare and hair care products, and in cargo, I shipped all my clothes and eatables and various other things that I did not want immediately. How do you manage brand deals and work from brands in India? It's 50-50 basically. Half the time the brands will still call me, contact me, and they would say, I want to work with you. And most of the times that's what happens actually. At times when there is a brand and their product that I really liked, I think I've been extremely vocal about it, how I shamelessly contact the brand and I'll ask them, hey, we need to work and we need to collaborate together. My top 5 videos, top 10 videos, best of videos, or if I'm doing a series that is educational and informative, 7 out of 10 times I will try my level best to contact the brand and say, hey, I'm doing such and such video, would you like to collaborate with me? And that does not mean that just because I got paid for it, I'm not giving you my honest opinion. It is just that while I'm being informative about that video or the product or the brand, I'm earning a living, guys. Right now, I have a daughter to raise. Expenses have mounted up, and I have, it shouldn't be a problem for me to earn because this is my full-time job right now. And luckily, brands still want to work with me. They still, they still want to collaborate with me. And as much as I can take it and stretch it, why not? Niharika_Krish, there's so much shit talking about you on Reddit, your take on it. Well, what can I say, Niharika? It's a forum of highly opinionated women having a problem with a person who has an opinion. You're always going to have a group that loves you, and there will be others who hate you. You just need to accept that. Now, I wish Reddit was a lot more kinder, because I feel that they have so much of knowledge about skincare, and every time you people send me links of what is written about me, it hurts, it definitely, because I am human at the end of the day, but I also have to understand that it is their opinion. It is their page to completely vent. If a skincare product that I have suggested online or in my video did not work for them, they go to Reddit and they will completely bash me there. But they will not think of the 18 people that skincare worked for. So, and for example, if they liked a certain chemical-based ingredient, like if they like their retinol or they like their, vitamin C, then they will bash somebody who likes both. I mean, God bless all of them. I have absolutely no love, no hate, no nothing. But I just feel that there is not one influencer that they speak nicely about. I mean, it's not only me, even a professional like Dr. Vanita, they ran down so badly that she had to address it in her video. Like one of you sent me a link saying that where they called, a few of us glorified salesperson. The way you're putting it across is as if it's bad to be a salesperson. It is not, isn't it? I mean, like I said, there's dignity in everything that you do. So live and let live, and just understand that people can love both, your chemical-based skincare, your so-called natural skincare. This is my job, and my job is to tell you guys what to buy, what not to buy, and then you use your own discretion now. You guys are not kids out here. Nobody is below 10 watching my video. Glutathione that I mentioned in my last video. Oh my my God, everyone was like, how could she put glutathione down? I don't want to promote it. It's my channel. I spoke to my IVF doctors and they said, no, it's not good for pregnant women unless this is something that is prescribed. So that is what I said in my video. I stand by my choice because it is my channel. You want to use it? Go ahead, please do. Because glutathione and hydroquinone, they are used once it's prescribed by a doctor for a certain health reason. Otherwise, I don't want to promote it, okay? I don't want to promote a beauty brand that sells brightening and then puts this very slyly. I don't want to do it. That's my take on Reddit. I feel they're too educated to do something of this sort. And I know one of the admin, I've spoken to her before, and she is a very classy girl. Way above all of this, okay? So I remember when I got a lot of hate, she was the one who really took a good stand for me. So I have high respect for her. So I'm taking the last question and it says, have you trained her to sleep as well as for potty? Nirvana is potty trained. I did that the moment she turned 9 months. The moment she was able to sit properly, we potty trained her. And there's a lot of debate that says that you should potty train after the age of 2. We started early. It all depends on, I mean, each mother is different. Okay, no judgment out here. If your child is not potty trained, is not sleeping well, that doesn't make you a bad mother. Just let them be. Okay, I never forced Nirvana to do that. Where sleep is concerned, that is something I started after she turned 3 months. You just turn off the lights, you put on some baby music, and you just make them understand that this music, turning off the light, this timing is sleep time. And that's what I used to do. 2 makeup brands that you feel has got a lot of potential. I think K-Beauty has great potential. I mean, they're doing incredible work. Kiro Beauty, I think Kiro is also another cosmetic company that a lot of people need to pay attention to, because for me, they remind me so much of K-Beauty. And then there's RM Beauty that makes beautiful dew sticks, these highlighters, all ethically sourced, okay? So even the mica used, you don't have to worry about it. So there are so many of these, makeup brands. I feel Cuffs and Lashes has got really good potential as well. My vitamin C leads to bumps. Does that mean it's not suiting me? Sometimes with actives, there is that purge that definitely happens, and it shouldn't go more than a week, okay? If it goes more than a week and your skin is not settling down with any skincare products, be it Ayurveda or be it vitamin C, then please stop it, okay? And use it elsewhere. You can use the vitamin C for your underarms, you can use it for your back acne, for your scars all over the body, pigmentation. You can use your actives. Niacinamide and vitamin C is fantastic to lighten the underarm area. Your favorite anti-aging skincare products. Okay, I do love Kumkumadi. I love Nalpamradi. Anything that has got that rich turmeric essence in it, like I'm talking about, turmeric is fantastic for anti-aging as well. I know a lot of you are still scared of retinol, but I started retinol after I stopped breastfeeding. Retinol is something that is a well-researched, well-studied ingredient when it comes to skincare. So if you can play around with retinol, it's one of the most fantastic anti-aging ingredient that you can include in your skincare routine. Start out with bakuchiol oil. The same goes for rosehip seed oil. What is the next best thing in skincare according to you? Skincare trends and ingredients and products, everything keeps changing again and again. What is not bad suddenly becomes good. What is good suddenly becomes bad. And there's a lot of confusion. And the next best thing, well, I don't know, but I do feel that a lot more people will be talking about ceramides, how important it is in skincare, and bakuchiol, okay? A lot more people will be having a conversation on bakuchiol. Why don't more people talk about postpartum depression? And I don't understand why people are not doing that. It is real. For some people, it hits immediately. For some people, after 6 months. For some people, until they're breastfeeding, because there's so much happening in your body. And I think most people don't talk about it or address this is because a lot of them think, if I say something, I'm not a good mother. And that is so wrong. Just because there are times when I don't want to hold my baby, or there are times when I get irritated with my baby, that doesn't make me a bad mother. It just means that you also need that break mentally, okay? Too much. It just creates such a havoc to your peace and to your energy that you're just looking out for that 1 or 2 hours of escaping from that scenario for 1 or 2 hours. And there is a lot of guilt that new mothers are generally, they undergo a lot of guilt. Like, for example, if I said anything, they would be like, why are you so ungrateful? What all you went through to have a baby, and look at how you're complaining. So you automatically shut up about it, okay? Because it comes across as someone who's complaining and ungrateful. So I think a lot of mothers just suppress that emotion, and they need to talk about it. Guys, I really want to start doing a lot more than skincare. I really want to sit and have chit chat videos and talk about certain topics. And I hope you enjoyed watching this. If you would like to see more of such, let me know in the comment section. Give me your feedback, subscribe. I shall see you when I see you, and until later, bye for now.